Good day, guys. I hope you're all doing so good. Welcome to our today's lesson, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are welcomed by Vuzumu Tutorials. Let us just start. So now today let's finance and it under this topic here, simple interest and it in mathematics grade 10, 11 and 12. You are all welcomed, guys. So now simple interest is an interest that is calculated on the original amount for the length of time for which it is saved or borrowed. It means simple interest, you only calculate the amount of money if you save certain amount in a bank or invest or even borrow from the bank. So you can use simple interest in those instances where you invest money in the bank for the next maybe 2 years and you want to see the cost of your money after 5 years or so. Therefore, you'll be able to use simple interest to calculate the interest that you're going to earn at a certain period of time. So this is the formula we use to calculate the simple interest when you borrow or save money or even invest money in a bank or to your neighbor or anyone else that you are surrounded around. So this is the formula we use, and we've got letters here: A, P, 1 plus I, N. So our A represents the accumulated amount, or the total amount, Then our P represents the principal amount, or the initial amount, or the first amount, or the initial invested amount, the startup amount, basically. Then you've got the I here. I represents the interest in percentage, and it is calculated in percentage. So sometimes you break percentage in terms of I over 100, So our I represents the percentage. It can be 4%. Then if it's 4%, I'm gonna say 4 over 100 when you calculate the interest during we'll see when you do examples, and you've got N. N represents the years or number of years. So now simple interest formula, this is how you actually recognize it. It's a linear equation. It is not an exponential equation, just like compounding. This one is a linear equation. Guys. So let us dwell into a few examples for us to apply this formula of simple interest. Yes. Example number 1. Example 1 says that number 1, 2,500 maybe is invested. Is invested at an interest rate of 10%, guys, per annum. Per annum means per year. Per annum, simple interest. Guys, they tell you what this is. A simple interest. Calculate the accumulated amount after 3 years. So calculate the accumulated amount after 3 years. This is very simple. So now, first thing first, you need to identify your variables. So you need to find A, you've got P, you've got I, and our N. So the question says that you must calculate the accumulated amount. A, that means money A, arena A. Then for P, it is the principal amount or the initial amount or the initial invested or borrowed or saved amount. And here it's a 2.5 is invested. This is the initial amount. You invest something. That means it's 2,500. And here 2,500. I at an interest rate of 10%. We talked about the interest rate, which is in percentage form. This is 10%. What is 10% of 100? I guess if you time it, you must break this 10% into a fraction that is 10 over 100. This I represent this 10 percentage. So it's going to be 10 over 100. Now, guys, yes. Then n represent the number of years. How many years? After 3 years. It's 3 years. Therefore, you write the formula. This is a simple interest. You write the formula for simple interest, which is A is equals to P1 plus I times N. What is the value of P? Is 2,500. What's the value of 1 plus I? Is 10 over 100. Multiplied by number of years, 3. Multiplied by 3, close bracket. Then you put everything inside the calculator there. 3,250. 3,250 rand. This is the final amount or the answer for this question. Example number 2. Mpho number 2. Mpho borrows 5,000 rand from the bank. At an agreed simple interest rate of 12.5% per annum. PA give for per annum. So now she will pay the loan in one lump sum, basically at once. Yes, at the end of two year period. At the end of 2 years, how much will she have to pay her bank or the bank? So here's the person Mpho. This Mpho, guys, this Mpho borrows 5,000 from the bank, and with a simple interest rate of 12.5% per annum, and she will pay back the loan after 2 years. How much will she have to pay? Which means after 2 years, what is the accumulated amount she'll have to pay after 2 years of this loan? You already know what is happening. You collect your data here. The value of A. Do you have the value of A? No. Do you have the value of P? The initial amount borrowed is 5,000. 5,000. Do you have the value of I, interest? Yes, which is 12.5. Common is percentage. You're going to say 12.5 divided by 100. Guys. Then do you have the number of years? Yes, N for 2 years equal to 2. Then you write the formula here. A is equals to P1 plus I times N. What is the value of A? We don't know the value of A. This is equals to, what is the value of P? Principal amount, which is 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 1 plus bracket. What is the value of interest? 12.5 over 100. Multiplied by N. number of years is 2 years, and you multiply it by 2. Then you put this inside your calculator, 6,250. 6,250 that you will pay at the end of 2 years. Now, guys, I hope you can understand this question. Yes. Now, the question might say that you must calculate the interest paid, not the interest rate, but the question might say calculate the interest paid that will be paid by Mpho at the end of 2 years. Calculate the interest that will be paid by Mpho at the end of 2 years. Interest rate, not interest rate, but interest only. Interest that will be paid by Mpho. For you to find, that means that asking her now, how much will she pay on top of this 5,000 rand? And how much it is like the interest. The thing about after 2 years from this 5,000 rand, on top of this 5,000 rand. So to find the tswala after 2 years, you're gonna say I equal to E minus P. A for accumulated amount, which is 6,250, minus the principal amount, which is 5,000. So it will be 6,250 minus 5,000 rand. So tswala it will be, so it will be 1,250. I hope you guys understand. This is the interest you have to pay after 2 years. Not interest rate, but interest. Or tswala in Sesotho, tswala ke Sesotho. Tswala ke patala after 2 years, which is 1,250. Thank you very much, guys. Next third question. Themba deposits 30,000 rand into a bank account that pays a simple interest rate of 7.5% per annum. How many years must he invest to generate 45,000 rand? Okay, it's very simple, ne? Yes. Now, Mpho, or here is Themba, deposits 30,000. Now, how about the deposits, fella? You must just know that this is our principal amount, which is 30,000 rand a year, into a bank account that pays a simple interest rate of 7.5% per annum. 7.5% interest again. When you percentage, you're gonna say 7.5 divided by 100 again to remove this percent thing. How many years must he invest to generate 45,000 rand? How many years? The number of years again. Harina N. You don't have N. And how many years must he invest to generate? Which means to reach 45,000, how many years must he invest and to reach 45,000 rand? What is our 45,000 rand accumulated amount, or the total amount, which is 45,000 rand. Now, very simple and logical and clear. Now, let's apply the formula here. A is equals to P1 plus I. And again, they told you go to simple interest and here. Already you know what you're gonna use this formula of simple interest rate. Simple interest and here. Now, what is the value of A? 45,000 rand. 45,000 rand is equals to, what is the value of P? 30,000 rand a year. 30,000 rand a year. 1 plus interest, keep guy, 7.5 over 100 multiplied by n. N. So you're gonna say multiplied by n. Now, Since well now I'm multiplying here, I'm going to divide both sides by 30,000 rand. Okay? So divide both sides by 30,000 rand. Okay? Solve for n, rather n, okay? This n. So this 30,000 will divide this 30,000. Okay? And on our left, we're going to be left with how much? 45,000 divided by 30,000 is 1,5. Okay? 1,5 is equals to 1 plus 7,5 divided by 100. Okay, guys, 7,5 divided by 100. You don't need to convert it. It's your choice. 0,075 multiplied by n. Okay? Then, since I'm adding here, I'm going to transpose this 1 to the left. So I'm going to say 1,5 minus 1. Okay? 1,5 minus 1. Okay? It will be 0,5 is equals to, I said 1,5 minus 1. That means I transpose this 1 to the left and said 1,5 minus 1. Okay, is 0,5. Therefore, on my right, I'm left with 0,075 multiplied by n. So now I'm multiplying here, and I need to find n. I need to make sure that n stays on one side alone as my subject of the formula. Okay? Therefore, I'm going to divide both sides by 0,075. Okay? Yes. Divide both sides by 0,075. 0,075. Therefore, n here when I get guy or number of pairs equal 0,5 divided by 0,075. 6,67. Okay. And what's about 0,07 divided this 0,075. I need left with n on one side. Therefore, answer is 6,67. This 6,67, you're gonna convert it again. This 6 here represents the number of years again. So about 6 years. And after comma we have 67. Okay. So if you convert this 67, it will be this 7 will change to 8. It will be 8 months. Which means on this side of the comma is the years, and on this side represents the months, which means 6 years and 8 months. 6 years and 8 months. I hope you guys get it. Thank you. 5 years ago, a certain amount of money was invested in a bank. The value of the investment is currently 200,000 rand. And here, calculate the original amount P. And here, if the interest rate was 5% per annum. If the interest rate was 5% per annum, re batla the 5 years ago. Very important. 5 years ago. Key number of years. And here we write it. 5 years ago. 5. And here, a certain amount of money was invested in a bank. The value of the investment is currently 200,000 rand. Which means for the past 5 years, for the past 5 years, we have accumulated 200,000 rand from this investment, which is the value of A, which is 200,000 rand. And here, guys, but calculate the original amount, the initial amount, which is the value of P. If the interest rate was 5% per annum, if the interest rate was 5 over 100 a year, 5% per annum. So basically here, guys, the principal or the initial invested amount for us to reach this 200,000. Where do we come from? Initial, how much did we invest? That is the value of P. So A is equals to P 1 plus I times N. Come on, someone debate for simple interest. Yes. You already know this is a simple interest. Yes, guys. So now, what is the value of A? Is 200,000 rand. 200,000 rand is equals to P. You open a bracket 1 plus. What is the value of I? Is 5 over 100. Couple. Some will write 0.05. It's not a problem. Yes. Then what's the value of N? 5 years times 5. Now, guys. So for us to find P, we need to divide both sides by constants. So between P and this bracket, which bracket is of constants? Is this one. So therefore, we're going to divide both sides by this bracket of 1 plus 5 over 100 multiplied by 5. Because of what? We want to be left with P on one side. Over 100 multiplied by 5. Therefore, this bracket will divide this bracket and be left with P. Therefore, the answer is 160,000 rand. 160,000 rand. Thank you, guys. Until the next video, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content of this nature. In the next video, we are going for compound interest rate.